Hello and welcome to another episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host Iréne-Mari van der Walt, and in today's episode we will be speaking with Audrey Gaes, the Acting Chief Social Worker for the Ministry of Health and Social Services in the Erongo region. So she's going to be telling us about the role that social workers play during the time of the pandemic. As usual, I will be bringing you your weather as well as your headlines for today. So stay tuned. So in today's news, first things first, Erongo moves to stage 3. So yesterday the president announced that the Erongo region will be moving to stage 3, and in due course the rest of the country will be moving to stage 4 of lockdown. So this is a little bit of a modified stage 3 compared to the stage 3 we first saw. So travel between towns in the Erongo region and the rest of the country will be permitted with the exception of the Walvis Bay, Swakopmund and Arandis local authority areas. Travel between these local authority areas will be permitted, but traveling into and out of these local authority areas to the rest of the country is discouraged and will thus be restricted to emergency situations only. Should you find yourself in an emergency situation and need to leave the region to go to the rest of the country, you will need to approach the police and relevant authorities, who will then give you a letter permitting you to leave. Essential service providers and truck drivers will be permitted to travel into and out of the region with an authorized permit. Public gatherings in Erongo will be restricted to 50 persons with the exception of Walvis Bay, Swakopmund and the Arandis local authority areas, which will be restricted to gatherings of 10 persons. Then we have a second story on the Erongo front page today, Vrot Diens Saboteer Toerisme. So we spoke with Paul Njambula, who is quite a vet in the tourism industry, and he told us about how client service and bad client service is affecting the tourism industry. So in the time of COVID-19, the tourism industry sits with a massive headache, but even more so before they already had a client service problem. So Paul Njambula reminds that Namibia is quite an expensive destination to visit, and that tourists would like to feel like they're getting value for their money. He says that there's a lot of other countries in Africa that we are currently in competition with, and that our customer service is putting us behind in this. He says that this can be done by giving employees training, and he also says that it's the little things that matter, things like smiling at a customer when they come in, smiling when they leave, things like that. Our second story is bedrieger op sosiale media bedrywig. So this is a man who works under the name of Dirk Moller, who has been catching Walvis Bay residents in a little bit of a trap. So he allegedly sells household appliances at quite unbelievable prices, and then asks for a deposit of the money that should be paid for these appliances before he delivers the appliances. So we spoke with the relevant authorities in the police, and they all agreed that if you are buying something from a person and they ask you for a deposit before delivering, a person that you do not know, and they ask you for a deposit, there should immediately be a red light going off in your head. So please be aware of that. Be careful where you buy. They also say that if you are going to buy from someone who is not in your town, send a friend, send a family member who you know to go check out these items and see if this is real, if it is legit, if it is quality as well, and then they can report back to you and you can make a more informed decision on whether or not you want to give your money to this cause. Then our third story is NumSTEM is assisting the local kids in Walvis Bay. So the Namibia Science, Technology and Engineering and Maths Foundation are assisting kids in the area, in the more underprivileged areas of Walvis Bay. They say that they used to only work through school or majorly work through schools, but now schools are closed and they have seen how COVID-19 has impacted the kids of the area. So thus far they have fed 150 kids, but they're still counting and they're hoping to expand it to the rest of the town. So we're excited to see the helping hands in the area, and that'll be that for your news today.
social workers, of which 3 are resided in Walvis Bay, 3 in Swakopmund, and then 1 Usakos, and 1 in Omaruru district. For Ministry of Gender Equality, there are 5 social workers, just to give a share that we are 2 different ministries when it comes to service provision. So Ministry of Gender Equality would work with the minor children, and there are 5 social workers, of which 2 are here, who also cover the nearby towns as in up to Handys Bay, Uis, and so forth. And then we have 1 in Omaruru and then 2 in Walvis Bay. Okay, what is it that social workers are doing during this COVID-19? What do we do when a case is reported? It is the task and the role of the social workers to do pre-test counseling. It is the task of the social workers to prepare the community members or the identified patients, clients, or persons for quarantine facilities, for isolation. It is the task of the social workers to work with these patients a month during this time of isolation and quarantine. What we do then is also listen to the fears that these people are having, listen to the concerns that they are having. So what we can then address, we assist them in addressing, and what is beyond our capability of addressing, then what we do is we guide them through the process of learning how to cope with the situation, developing new coping skills for the situation that they find themselves in. Currently, the society at large in Erongo region is in fear, in panic. They are concerned, they are worried. How long is this going to take place? When is it going to end? When are things getting back to normal? And as social workers, especially when we meet with them one-on-one, be it in the ones in quarantine or isolation or the ones who search or reach out for other services, the day-to-day other social problems that they're having, is sharing with them to prepare for a new way of living, to prepare to make certain changes in things that we never expected as human beings to change. We then share with them as in to plan beyond and look at areas in which us as human beings have become dependent on other human beings for survival, whereas we can be self-sustaining in certain areas. For example, what happens then if the shops close down and then the food, we cannot go to the shops to buy food? We would then educate them to say that, start thinking, what were our people doing before shops were even up and running, back in the days? So we need to prepare our people in gardening, to do gardening at home for basic veggies and fruits that they would need. So besides that, the areas we look at is what is the stress level of this person? Is this person able to cope with the stress level that they are having? And then if need be, would also link them to resources of mental health treatment if need be. Because sometimes if we are stressed and worked out, it comes to the point that your system, which is the brain, can only be calmed with some medical treatment which is temporary and not permanent. But then that is the end result only if a person is really unable to find other coping mechanisms. Okay, the other things that we do is we help people to, let's say a quarantine person has got a child whom they now, maybe if they are diagnosed now with COVID-19, they need to be separated from their child. Then we link the clients to Ministry of Gender Equality, and as well as other caregivers or carers who are in the safe zone to care for these persons. It's a very emotionally draining and psychologically straining process for the patients, the community members. And I assume that these are one of the reasons that people are afraid of to be forthcoming, but then also at the same time not realizing that the moment that they are not forthcoming, it's the moment they are also further endangering the rest of the family members that are there. So it's not easy, but then they cope and then they manage with this. In Walvis Bay, we are currently having 56 as up to yesterday. This morning, it can be a different story. We are having 56 persons in quarantine, and then the social workers, along with the rest of the health workers, the different pillars that are there in the health ministry, would then run around to see which areas are the best areas for these people to be isolated in or for these people to be quarantined in. So the ministry also does not just jump up and put someone into quarantine or isolation, but then they assess and what they best have or what they best could locate or find. This is where the persons would be placed. Why the social workers are involved in this process is to avoid for a person maybe who's in a wheelchair to be placed in a place where there are a lot of stays. And then for the social workers also to assess like this person within this, there's a lot of stress, as I had mentioned previously, for the person in quarantine. So also for this person to identify now, you are quarantined in a physical setup, but then in your mind, what are the areas that you can escape to for you not to feel this quarantine facility for the time period that you are there? What are the things that you can do as well inside this quarantine? So we will have informal talks with them, talk about anything that they want to talk about. And then if there are challenging situations, then obviously it won't be everyone in quarantine that will receive therapeutic counseling sessions. There are some of them who would need ongoing therapeutic counseling sessions. So the ones that are identified would then receive their therapeutic counseling sessions as it's popping up. Mind you, it's not easy for a client to just start opening up their personal problems to a stranger. So it also takes time for them. That's why sometimes we would see that sometimes they air their feelings on social media platforms that sometimes for us can also come as a shock, because just now I was with this client, but then they did not really share this information with them. So they would rather feel safe maybe to share it on the social media platform, but then the second and the fourth and the fifth time, until the person has established that rapport with the social worker, then they will share their personal issues that are there. Sometimes they withhold because of fear of a lot of other things. Fear of, let's say if it's a married person, for example, fear of exposure, fear of being stigmatized, fear of being boxed. So social workers have to really help these people go through all these various psychosocial aspects or psychological aspects that are there. So if it is beyond us, then we recommend for the clients to be referred to psychologists and psychiatrists who are then the next professionals above us when it comes to psychosocial support. And then I think so far I end.
Hi, I'm Aiden.
Hi, I'm Tamarin.
Please keep on watching Erongo Talk.
In today's weather, Walvis Bay saw sunrise at 42 minutes past 7 today, and sunset is expected at 26 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 25 degrees with a southeasterly wind prevailing expected for today. For tomorrow in Walvis Bay, a minimum of 14 degrees with a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius expected. Swakopmund saw sunrise also at 42 minutes past 7 this morning, and sunset is expected a minute later than Walvis Bay at 27 minutes past 6 tonight. Maximum of 24 degrees Celsius with a southeasterly wind for today. For tomorrow, a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius expected in Swakopmund. In Henties Bay, sunrise was also at 42 minutes past 7 this morning, and sunset is expected at 29 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 27 degrees with the south-southeasterly wind prevailing. A minimum of 16 degrees and a maximum of 27 degrees expected for tomorrow in Henties Bay. Aranda saw sunrise at 40 minutes past 7 this morning and is expecting sunset at 25 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 31 degrees Celsius with a northerly wind prevailing for today. For tomorrow, a minimum of 16 degrees expected and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius. Osaka saw sunrise at 36 minutes past 7 this morning and expects sunset at 24 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 28 degrees Celsius with an east-northeasterly wind prevailing in Osakos. A minimum of 9 degrees and a maximum of 29 degrees expected for tomorrow. In Karibib, sunrise was at 35 minutes past 7 this morning and sunset at 23 minutes past 6. A maximum of 26 degrees Celsius expected with a northeasterly wind prevailing. A minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius expected for tomorrow. In Omaruru, sunrise was at 34 minutes past 7 this morning and sunset is expected at 23 minutes past 6. A maximum of 27 degrees Celsius with a northeasterly wind prevailing. A minimum of 5 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius expected for tomorrow in Omaruru. And that is your weather. So that's all for today's program, and I believe congratulations are in order for Nilu Aludelu from Koisipmund, who is the winner of our Father's Day program. So we will be making contact with you throughout the day, but if you're watching, a very big congratulations to you. Enjoy your newspapers for the year. So remember to join Leandria tomorrow, again at 12 o'clock, same time, same place, 12 o'clock on our Facebook page, where she will be bringing you the headlines for tomorrow. Remember, you can make contact with us on our WhatsApp number 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. You can also find us online at www.erongo.com.na, www.erongo.com.na. Remember to follow us on our Twitter, Facebook and Instagram pages. Until tomorrow, sanitize, wear your masks, maintain social distancing, be safe, be healthy. We'll see you again.